2v2 games. Clock stoppers. Push the hands of the clock to match the clock in the middle. The first team to do this 3 times or the most times at the end wins.
Or the most.
So you got move, you got jump, you're pushing the clock hands to match them, you're on a team of 2. Okay. So we've got the middle clock that spins around randomly to show here's what you need to match, and then you get 15 seconds to push the clock hands to match that time. If the timer runs out, then neither team gets points, otherwise the first team to match it gets the points. You can start pushing the hands before it actually shows what your goal time is, which can be helpful if you just kind of want to get them into better positions. Naturally, you're trying to coordinate with your teammates so that you're both pushing one of the different hands around. You can push the 2 hands past each other pretty easily.
This one is bigger than the other.
Yep. And, yeah, after a certain number of rounds, it will end, but also it'll end when one team gets 3 points. So, yeah, that's what it was saying, that, you know, or whoever has the most at the end. Because if nobody gets points, then it's a draw. Yeah, like I say, if the time runs out, no one gets points, and it can be a draw. None of the 2v2 games can have everybody win. It's only ever everybody losing on a draw. Defuse or lose. Slow the burning fuse by ground pounding it. If the spark reaches the king bomb, you explode.
That seems bad.
You got move and ground pound. That's it. Look for where fuses cross each other to slow 2 at once.
Oh.
So you've got 3 fuses. You ground pound them to make the flame stop, but after a couple of seconds it will reignite. And whichever team has a fuse reach the king bomb in the back first loses. So, yeah. You know, it's the big thing is making sure that one of them doesn't, like, get too far ahead of the others, while, like, keeping all 3 of them under control. And it's just a big ol' explosion.
Rip.
And, of course, if nobody does anything, it's a big ol' explosion.
Everybody dies.
And then the field is empty, with giant bombs in the background. ID UFO. IDUFO.
I don't fucking know.
Find the panels that match the 2 UFOs. You and your teammate must then do ground pound on both panels at the same time. So you move in, you ground pound, and to get a point, you have to hit the panels at the same time as your teammate. And there's leeway involved in there. And if you hit the wrong panel entirely, then it'll just show red. So here, you got your 2 UFOs in the back, and they are different shapes, and you need to match the shapes of them to the ones that are on the board there. And then you and your teammate need to hit those 2 panels at roughly the same time. And there are 5 rounds of that, and also it lasts for 1 minute. So at the end of a minute, whoever has the most points wins, or if one team reaches 5 points, then they win. So, fairly just simple. But can be difficult because some of the... And yeah, when you lose, you get tossed out the airlock.
Fuck.
And on a draw, then everyone gets to live.
Oh, that actually seems better.
Mario can.
Can he?
Can. Open the can using the seesaw can opener. Alternate jumps on it to open the can.
That's not how cans work.
Well, ground pounds will make it open faster than just regular jumping.
Mm.
So here you've got to coordinate with your teammate to hit the thing back and forth to open your can. So you can get into a good rhythm of like ground pounding back and forth. If you like jump while the thing is pushing you up, you get a little extra height, so you know that can help you go faster.
Get more jump power.
Yep.
Ground pounder.
And of course, if like you and your teammate are both jumping at the same time, then it just kind of doesn't do much of anything. You open your can, and it pops out what's in the can, and there's a whole bunch of different cans that have different things in it. And this can had flowers in it.
This is fruit versus Goomba?
If you run out of time, then it's a draw.
Oh.
Doesn't matter who got further or anything.
Fruit can!
This is fruits. Look at all them fruits. Bananas and limes and lemons and things. And this is candies. Look at all those candies. And this is balloons. I don't know why you'd put balloons in a metal can. You'd think the sharp edges would be a problem there. This is hammers.
That just seems bad.
Hammer can. This is Goombas. Don't stuff your Goombas in a can. This is a thwomp. Just a single thwomp in the can.
Deploy the can thwomp.
Handy hoppers.
Or as we like to call it, jump rope.
Jump over the bar as many times as you can. One player rotates the lever to turn the bar, and the other player jumps.
So you can have somebody, like, jump faster!
Yeah.
But if you're not jumping fast enough, don't you get points?
So, the one player taps L and R back and forth to determine the speed of the jump rope swing. But yeah, if you, like, get tripped up, then you don't get a point, and also you get stunned for a little bit. So, you know, you have to coordinate to make sure that the one player is spinning at the speed that the other player can actually match.
I like how Boo is like, no, faster, Luigi, faster! And Luigi is incapable of keeping up.
Yeah.
Why are there a bunch of floating hands?
Dreams? You're standing on a giant hand.
Yeah, it's like Buddha or something.
Everything is hands, and the hands come...
Ah! I gotta hand it to ya.
And on a draw, nobody gets applause.
Hands off.
Berry basket.
Okay. I've played this game in Pokemon.
There's a tree with berries. Work with your partner to get as many fruits as possible. The team with the most points is the winner. You move. The one person has the basket to move and catch fruits, and the other has to aim and throw their ball at the fruits.
Not goofy at all.
If the falling fruit touches the ground, it'll vanish. And the black fruits are spikes, and they'll stun you. So you have here, you got this tree, and one person's throwing balls to make the fruits fall, and the fruits will ripen over time, and if they get overripe, then they're covered in spikes. And then they fall on their own. So, like, this one's kind of weird because the fruit that you hit can be, like, anywhere. You can end up giving the opponent points if you hit a fruit that's too close to them, as opposed to your partner. But, yeah, that's it. This one's kind of weird. I found it pretty difficult to, like, generally get good with. Just because, like, the time that you have available to hit the fruits, they ripen a bit too fast, I think.